Yo, what's going on, guys? This is another trade recap. Of course, it's going to be uploading one every single day. This is the 21st of November 2025, and we're going through today's price action, what I was feeling coming into the day, what my final draws were, and what I ended up taking today, because I did end up taking the trade today, and we did end the week with a full TP, which is great. And we're going over why I took it, and yeah, pretty much it. Let's get into it. So let me go back. I actually like strongly dis. I have to go back every single time because it just looks so stupid right now. So let me go back. We'll go back to right here. No, I won't. I'll actually go back further than that. Oh, why is that doing that? Apologies. Let's go back to. Oh, now my chart's tweaking. Great. Perfect. There we go. Okay. So what time is this? This is 7:45. Let's go a little bit further than that. It's 8:30, 8:30, 9, 9:15. Okay, cool. We'll start from here. So coming into the day, I was actually bullish. Well, the thing is, I had a story for both sides. I could obviously definitely see us being bearish on a day like this because we had a like 1,200 point dump yesterday, and hold on, and Asia session as well even delivered us lower. So that's that. But the thing is, coming into today, what London did was hold on. Do we have the SMT here? No, we didn't. Okay, so no SMT, but we were delivering from sell side. First of all, we cleared out a bunch of liquidity to the downside, and we're also super overextended. Like obviously, we're going to be overextended on a day like today. Look at this insane dump. Like the range was pretty big, and we were extremely overextended, nowhere near CE. So there was obviously due for a higher time frame rebalance, and obviously we don't know when that's going to happen. It happened today, but I kind of determined that was going to happen today due to what the market was showing me in this kind of market structure right here. So if we look to the left of us, we have a bearish 1 hour. There's no other higher time frame for value gaps within this leg of price. There's a 4 hour up here, which was completely unfilled, which was why it was my draw, and that also would have been a good rebalance of this range of price that we're currently in. And we had this 1 hour to the left of us, which we ended up respecting in the overnight session, and then we ended up delivering lower off of that. But then we came into London session and into the morning into London session, sorry, and we ended up inversing through that, and pre-market also ended up closing above that 1 hour fair value gap, um, and disrespecting it. So we were delivering from sell side, we were respecting higher time frame key levels within here, so we were respecting this 15 minute, we were disrespecting other 15 minutes, so we were disrespecting bearish, respecting bullish, delivering from sell side, and we were also super overextended. So I was pretty bullish coming into this morning for those reasons. I wanted to see price have a nice strong rebalance after yesterday's dump. So that's basically what my bias was coming into today. Now, my conditions for today were pretty simple. We had this unfilled 30 minute that we opened up here, and inside this unfilled 30 minute we had some good internal structure. I like this 15-minute low that we poked in, and on the 5-minute time frame we can see like it just looks like some nice liquidity that we want to take. And if we do take it and end up entering this unfilled 30 minute and show signs of rejection, so for example inversing the highest time frame for a value gap within that leg of price, then I would 100% be willing to take a long to this buy side liquidity that we redirect. Oh my god, I can't fucking speak. What the fuck? Through this buy side liquidity that we generated on the way down to this key level, and potentially to the 4 hour above as well. But realistically, this was going to be final TP. There's no need to target any more than this. Even if this is your draw, you don't need to target the full thing. And I actually ended up still catching 100 points today anyway. So even though that doesn't matter, how much points you catch doesn't matter. There's nothing got to do with that. So cool. Let's go to market open and let's see what happened. So my condition was that market opened lower, tapped into this 30 minute, so swept out this internal structure. If we had a CVD divergence there, great, would have been even better. And then A plus model inversion and the highest time frame inversion within that leg of price up to towards our draw on liquidity. All right. So cool. Let's go into market open. This is 9:25. Let's have a look what market open does. Okay, so market open just does its little thing, whatever, goes up, goes down, starts chopping around. We start barcoding for a bit. As you can see, like look at the 1 minute time frame here. We are barcoding like crazy. But like the thing is, right, like people will see barcoding on open and like instantly go to say like price action is going to be terrible. But I don't really feel like that's the case because especially this month and even like in previous months, just from like a bit of market experience, I don't have a lot now, right? I've only been trading for like 6 months. But from what I have seen so far, there can be opens where we can start to accumulate like this, right? So this accumulation zone right here, but it's like simple. It's like accumulation, manipulation, distribution. But there is times when the New York session itself, like we don't know where we want to go. We're just accumulating up and down in this range. But then when we break out of that range and manipulate, like that's a strong kind of indicator that let's say if we broke out of this range and went upwards and manipulated here, we could have had a move to the downside. But in this case, we manipulated lower out of this accumulation range, which I'm not really sure if that's the thing, but I see it happen a lot. Like that does happen a lot where we actually accumulate on market open, start barcoding, and then manipulate out of it, and then start making our move towards our draws on liquidity, and etc. Okay, so this was around 9:44. Cool. Again, forwarding on. Boom. Great. So we tapped in. Like this was lovely as well. This was like also on this 30 minute as well. Like this is another thing. Again, I always love pulling this up, but it's just to show you guys the logic. Yeah, like it was looking nice. It was looking saucy. It was literally C of this range as well. So of this singular, like this bullish range right here, it was just a nice rebalance of this range. Two, and we hit the fair value gap on the C. So equilibrium of the fair value gap perfectly. There was no SMTs here, but that's where we get into this now. You can already give a guess what there was. And that is a pretty fat CVD divergence. CVD divergence with this entire external liquidity right here. So from this low to this low, yeah, like it was a perfect CVD divergence. Took out all external liquidity and showed signs of rejection. And we were in a key level on NQ, showed signs of rejection. And it was my exact conditions that I wanted to see met for me to take a long to the upside. And that is exactly what we got. So, cool. Okay, and then scaling down here, I was looking at cool. What do we have here? Do we have a 1 minute? Because this at this point, everything was needed for me. We swept out this 5 minute, 15 minute internal structure. We tapped the unfilled fair value gap. Even better at the C, we rebalanced this leg of price, this bullish leg of price. Rebalanced the range, and we had a CVD divergence at the bottom, which is a massive bullish indicator saying that there was a lack of sellers. Or sellers became exhausted at this key level, right? So with that, now I'm just looking for the highest time frame inversion in this leg, because again, aligns with my bias, everything is perfect. So is there a 1 minute? Yes, there was. Was there a 2 minute? Yes, there was. Was there a 3 minute? No. So the highest time frame inversion within this leg of price was a 2 minute for value gap. And I will skip to here. Next candle, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, perfect. Really clean inverse. I entered long on this candle closure here. Stop loss. Oopsies. Stop loss was decently big, but it was whatever. I went to the 1 minute and I put it at these internal lows right here, just at the body right here, because there's no need for price to come anywhere near down there. So I actually entered. It was like right here. When this like second candle opened after the 2 minute got inversed, I like entered right here. So it was like, yeah, like maybe a little bit lower, I think it was, because I know I caught more than 100 points. It wasn't that low. Yeah, it was like here. Perfect. It was like 105. This is what I remember. It was this. Cool. So I entered long right here. Break even, honestly, I didn't really see any logical place to go break even, except for this internal high that we created on the 1 minute right here before that leg down. So I just went break even at that high, and my final take profit was literally what? Like 20 points above it, right? And cool. So let's skip on the 1 minute here. Yeah, I mean, didn't even show the break even, but I did go. I went break even as soon as we. Okay, well, this 1 minute candle just ended up hitting my break even and my break even point and my take profit. So cool, but yeah, I did go. I moved my stop loss to break even the second we took out this internal high, and then my TP was hit literally seconds later. So cool. I entered this trade with 5 micros. I didn't go a mini on this. Pretty big stop loss. So of course, during times like that, when the market offers you, when we're pretty volatile in a sense, and your stop losses are a lot higher than they usually are, it's pretty simple, you know. as I said in one of my other videos recently, you just de-risk, right? Oh, that was a voice crack. Ah, anyway, you just de-risk. No need to fade your trade or get scared just because there's a number here that says 72 when it usually says like 30 or 40. It's no need to get scared. Just de-risk, size down, enter with micros. It's there for a reason. Use it, okay? So yeah, complete A plus setup to the dome. It was perfect. Everything that I wanted to see was there. Um, yeah, this trade low-key made me wet. I'm not gonna lie. It made me wet. Just a little bit. I'll admit it. It made me a tiny bit wet. Nothing I can do about it. Is what it is. Great trade. And also, a cool funny thing about this is why you take profits when you need to. So 105 points caught at this external high. This is my piece of the pie. We could have ran up to this 4 hour, right? And I could have caught 200 points, but I don't need that, right? This is all I need. I'm just holding to my external draw, which I had right here for this trade. Don't need any more. Don't need anything. Like it's perfect. You could have even held it to this 1 minute right here, like this little high right here, if you wanted to. But I was really confident on this taking out this entire external structure, like at least, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. And then after this, we actually reversed down. It's to the tick, so it was a good trade, right? It was a smart take profit. Obviously, never want to get too greedy. Get your piece of the pie and get out. If your model presents itself, take it. That's exactly what I did today, and I was rewarded for that, for being patient and waiting. And it's simple. And we ended up dumping a good bit here, actually. I'm pretty sure until we rebalanced. I don't even know what we did. We just kind of today was strange. I'm pretty sure something got to do with options got changed today, so market was kind of moving mad at a certain time. And then, of course, after this here, we pumped all the way back up to the 4 hour, which was my final draw on liquidity for today. After a very deep retrace, pretty weird PA today, but my model did present itself, and I liked the way it presented itself, so that's why I took the trade, and we hit full take profit on that trade. So yeah, that's basically it for today's recap, guys. I hope you guys have a great weekend and enjoy time off the charts. And coming into next week, hopefully we can just keep this up. This week has been pretty good for me. Again, from the trade recaps, you could see the first two. I think I posted one about my laptop lagging and stuff in college. Whatever, nothing you can do about it. So this week has been pretty good. I've been pretty happy with the way I've been trading. Definitely improvement has been there. My discretion is getting better. My psychology is just getting stronger. I'm getting just better with my model as well. So like I'm super happy with this week. I didn't lose at all this week. I got break even. I think was it once or twice. I could have been break even twice and then TP twice. I can't remember. I think it was. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, so this week has been pretty good. Hopefully we can carry this momentum into next week and keep trading well, which I know I will, because I'm just going to be sticking to my rules, taking my setup when it presents itself, and building more experience on the charts, which is all that really matters to me right now. So, great. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Don't be afraid to type in the comments if you have any questions. I answer everything, no matter what. If you ask any question got to do with trading in the comments, I will 100% answer that. If you want to talk to me personally, my Discord is going to be in the description below, and my Discord user, so you can add that and I'll add you back and we can have a chat as well if you want to talk to me personally. And then on my Instagram as well, you can shoot me a DM on there, whatever suits you. If you have any questions about any trade that I take, or if you're trying to improve and want to ask me anything. Yeah, so perfect. I think I took this with 5 micro, so it's like a band, I guess, like maybe $900 on the day. I should check. What is this account sitting at? Let me get out of. Oh, sorry as well. Just to show you guys that I did take this. What was it? Yeah. So my account was sitting at 892. So it's like $900 something on the day. Cool. And that's gonna be it for today's recap, guys. Peace.